Hey, how's it going?
Jeff, how are you, mate?
If I was any better, I'd be twins. How you doing?
Oh, I'm good. Now,
Oh,
Jeff, my name is Tom. I'm speaking to you from Brisbane, Australia. Now, I am joined today by a very, very special guest. Um, I'm joined today by my friend Brian. Now, Brian is a fixture of the metal community, local metal community like me, but like you, good sir, he is a man of wheels. He is part
oh,
man,
right
part
on.
machine. So,
The
Brian,
chairman of the board.
Hey,
Hey, what's up, Brian? I mean,
I'm good.
yeah, Brian, right? Yeah,
Yes.
Brian, Jeff. Nice to meet you. Such a rare opportunity to meet another person in a wheelchair. So,
this was what got me thinking of this was looking at your story, mate, and realizing, hang on, I have a friend of mine with a whose profile photo is literally him crowd surfing in his wheelchair, and I'm like, what a perfect unity.
nice. It's an honor.
Brian, do you want to kick us off? Do you want to ask one of your questions?
Sure. So having been having an acquired your disability, me living with a disability, um, I don't really know the difference having, been born this way. I don't know any different. When you acquired yours, did your perspective on life or people's perception of you change, or also your songwriting ability?
Oh yeah, immediately. Immediately, I lost all my friends. I lost my girlfriend. Nobody went around because, to be quite frank, I was fucking miserable. I call it the 5 dark years, but they're also really special years to me, where I just didn't deal with it well. I dove deep into drugs and alcohol for those 5 years, essentially trying to commit suicide via uh, intoxicants. And when that didn't work, it's pretty fucking hard to die, actually. And so when that didn't work, I was like, you know what? I dropped that. I put a sign on my door said, "Gone to rehab. Everything's free." I rolled down to the local community college, and by the grace of Satan or whatever, they sent me down to social services, where I had to take an IQ test. I passed. I don't know how, because I was wasted. And they waived my tuition. I checked myself into a 47-day rehab, and then the rest is history. I just, from that day on, every day has been a blessing. But there was a grace period where, I guess they call it PTSD. What they used to call inner demons. They call when they call yeah they used to call it inner demons, but now they call it I forget it, trauma. And it was hardcore trauma. Getting shot twice is not a pretty scene. It's very ugly. And it took me a second to get over that. What's weird though is I was never scared while it was happening. What my fear was society, you know. And so once I jumped over that, I kind of reacquainted myself with society through college, and it was a real lifesaver. Where you have to go out, and these days people just go online for college, but back then, you had to go out, you had to politic, and nobody's nice to you. In fact, I love that because people will underestimate you, and I made straight A's through college. I was the president of my class, made the website, and I went on to work at the hospital to retire and get the band back together. But it was a process. It was definitely a process. It was an extremely steep grade process. And so you learn, you got to get over your fears, get out there and do your thing.
Yeah, sure.
A
Not
really
you, but
interesting.
me, everybody,
Yeah.
whether they're in the chair or not.
Of course,
I,
yeah.
I like what you were saying there about when you were re-entering society and how the difference of people dealt with you. I feel like the disabled are the most patronized people on the planet.
Oh yeah,
Everyone is.
everything's a fucking joke. People don't realize people in chairs are like 10 times tougher than the natural man. Like they are, And I'm not joking because I've been both, right? And it's easy. Even when I used to box, it's tougher being in a chair. Every day is a struggle, and it makes you tough. But the secret is to get tough enough to enjoy the life without letting it jade you or make you unhappy, or bitter. And a lot of people in chairs can get bitter, or they'll dive into drugs and never come out, or alcohol, and you can't do that, man. You got to get busy living or get busy dying.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
I'm always telling Brian to stop skipping leg day. It's just awful.
Yeah. There you go. The follow-up. Yeah.
I've gone 36 years this long. I'll go another 36 years with skipping leg day.
And it's weird because I think growing up in a Hispanic family, like, we don't care about racism. Like, we just brush it off to people being, ignorant or whatever. But people in wheelchairs, man, they take a lot of shit, man. People that speak a joke out of everything, and we don't care. We don't care. Like, we don't care because in our minds we know. We know what it is.
Yeah. If there's one thing that I do hate, it's definitely pity.
Oh, fuck, pity. Yeah, I fucking hate pity. Yeah. Whenever I was getting back into shape, I used to exercise and find the biggest hills I could and motor up the hills. I was exercising. I'm in a sweatsuit, in my sport chair. All of a sudden, it got really easy going up this hill. I turn around, there's a housewife in curlers and a robe going, "I got you, honey." I was like, "Thank you, man." No.
Every damn time.
Mate, what do you remember about your first visit to Australia? When did Possessed first come here?
I've never been to Australia. I've been trying to get to Australia. It's my bucket list. Yeah. I've been trying to get to Australia over 20 years. Like, it's fallen through like 4 or 5 times. I had some really good opportunities and just disappeared. And it's definitely on my bucket list because it'll be the 5th continent I played on. I'm trying to get everywhere. So, there's 7 continents. This will be number 5. Not only that, but I've had some long-term metalhead Australian friends, from the bikers to the metalheads and I want to get over there and meet up with them since MySpace. We've been back and forth, and I can't wait to meet my friends. Can't wait to go out, and it's a whole new world to me. I have no idea what to expect, and to me, that's just utterly thrilling.
Brian, he's going to love it, isn't he?
You're coming in October, so it's going to be fucking hot.
Yeah, nice.
Just, bring sunscreen, bring warm clothes, cool clothes, I should say.
It's baking here right now. It's hotter than shit here right now. So
it's going to be hot.
Yeah.
Oh,
and
God.
where you're playing in Brisbane at the Triffid, it gets hot.
Well, we're all Mexicans, so it's
fair play. Touche.
The Triffid's aircon goes from, when you walk in, it's like a meat locker, and you're like, "Why is it so fucking cold in here?" Then the band starts, and you're like, that's why.
So there's this one place in the Czech Republic. It's like always 110, ultra humid. I don't know. It's in the basement, and you're like seeing stars, man. Like, it's crazy. I can handle it. Let's see. Yeah, I can do it. Yeah, like I don't care. Like, the harder the better. So.
What are some Australian cliches? Like, what are some things that you have in your head of, I'm going to have to avoid that when I get to Australia?
I know a couple of cringy things, like whenever people go, "Are you from England?" I go, "Oh, no." I was just trying to figure out if koalas are Christians or if Jesus is imitating a koala. What is it? Is it just...
What a sentence. Did I just hear, "Are koalas Christian?"
Yeah, because they're always,
Oh, my God.
Or is Jesus just big on koalas?
It's the drop bears that you got to watch out for.
I just thought of that right before I got on with you guys. Because I was like, I do my imitation of a koala, but wait, So koalas praying, or they're just high as fuck off that eucalyptus,
High as fuck, and suffering from chlamydia.
Oh, that's right. They carry chlamydia, and the eucalyptus makes them stoned, right? So
no fucking them when you come down here.
Yeah. Wow, that'd be a big step in for me. Yeah. Well, yeah,
Oh dear.
that's the sick. You're sick. I love it.
Are you allowed to say big step?
Oh, what's that?
Are you allowed to say big step?
Big step. Yeah. Oh yeah, I guess so.
Mate. Oh, dude, it after 40 years, man, honestly, and I hate to make you feel old, but you're coming down here celebrating the 40th anniversary of this album. This year, I will actually be celebrating my 40th anniversary of
Wow.
being alive, and so it just makes me think, like, dude, how have you seen the metal? What are some of the ways that you've seen the metal scene change in 40 years? Were there ever moments where you're like, Jesus, what is happening? I don't know. What do
Yeah.
you feel?
But first of all, let me start with I think I have undigested chunks of red meat in my large intestine older than you. I no, just kidding. No, just kidding. I definitely have boots older than you. No, I wish I was 40. It must be nice. Yeah, live it up. One day you'll catch up. Life is like a roll of toilet paper. The closer you get to the end, the faster it goes. You know.
I like
So
that.
yeah, but yeah, I mean, of course, I've been here. I love the true history of death metal. Death metal, extreme metal is kind of my passion. It started out with Force Possessed, the California vibe. It spun off with, well, of course, Sadist was there right there, and immediately after, around the same time, we had Death, who spun off the complete Florida vibe. Once you got into the Bible Belt, it became about zombies and guts. It went from Satan to zombies and guts. Then it got to New York, right? Which the whole Asians, the incantations, supplication, the immolations, fucking the whole New York vibe. I'm not even talking about the Osric tentacles that spread out through Europe, and the whole fucking scene is like death metal is not just one thing. Death metal is so many different things, and I think that it's like at the risk of repeating myself, I think it's the most exciting genre in music today. I think that every single day. Look at Ohio. It's like the new Florida, man. These kids are doing whatever the fuck they want, however the fuck they want to do it, and when they want to do it. And exactly what it is what they want it to be. Everybody has called it, grabbed it down. They're proving that everything under the sun has not been done. And every day you see something new with death metal. And I don't think you can really say that about any other genre.
Oh, it's exciting times, man.
It is. It is. I mean, if you have your eyes open, my eyes are wide open. You're like, fuck. This is like the it's the glorious days. What is the period in Europe? The age of reason or something.
Yeah.
It's like I don't know what I'm trying to think of. The Renaissance. It's the Renaissance of death metal right now. So. I think I at one point, especially in the 90s, and all fucking grunge and God, and hair bands, you know, like I mean, they were the antithesis of and are of what Possessed was about, and they were one of my biggest motivating factors. Is all the fucking clown bands and shit. I like punk and fucking Satan and fucking heavy, and so I forget where I was going, but yeah, man, like fuck, man, like metal is fucking great, man. It's such just a release, like you go to a metal show, you're not going out to rob a liquor store, fucking kill somebody. You're like, fuck, I'm beat. Like I got everything out on the floor.
I love it. Brian, what do have you got anything else, buddy?
I talk a lot.
So
I love it.
We all know that the metal scene's got society's perception of us being evil and satanic and horrible individuals. What do you think about the disabled community within heavy metal? Like, do you see that there's a different perception of them, or that we're more welcoming of?
I think that we've come a long way. We still have a very long way to go. I mean,
yes,
like you say, there's pity. There's that whole patronizing, we'll take care of you type thing, which is great because to a certain extent, my fighting days are over. So I think that's great. I think that my ultimate objective is to be treated like a normal person, I just think I think, well, I had this one guy, rest in peace. He actually committed suicide, but a lot of my friends in chairs have committed suicide. But he was in a death metal band. He got shot twice, just like me, same level and everything. He didn't get his finger shot off, but he got shot twice in the chest. And he got back in his band, and they said, "Oh, you know, we're gonna have to let you go." And he said, "Why?" And there's already one Jeff Beccera. I was like, "Fuck." That's like the polar opposite of what it should be, you know.
Yeah.
I think that metalheads in chairs are the fucking coolest. I mean, I've noticed since I came back, there's a lot more handicap seating, you know, which I think is fucking great. Like Wacken literally built everything around my arrival. Like it was great. You know what I mean? Like they had a whole chair. They created a whole like society within Wacken because of my arrival. And I was like, fuck, man, this is fucking cooler than shit. And you know, it's a misperception that we can't get everywhere because, dude, I go everywhere, man. People carrying me up to Mexico. We're going up flights upstairs, just muscling up. And so, you know, it takes a community to look after a wheelchair. And I think that metalheads are one of the most decent communities on the planet as far as that goes.
There was a
100%.
beautiful moment, Brian, you might remember this, at so Pantera headlined Knotfest last year in Brisbane, and so they're on stage headlining, you know, it's a great night, and all of a sudden we see that someone in a wheelchair has been held aloft at the far back of the mosh pit.
I've done that.
And gets carried forward in a straight fucking line right towards Phil Anselmo, and Phil is watching, and he just sees him, and he just goes, points, and he's like, "Yeah, motherfucker."
It's a badass. But those days of surfing are over for me, man. I'm too fragile. But I was at Metallica, Deftones, and I was trying to get up front. I was kind of drunk, and I guess I bumped the guy's legs in front of me. He was fucking hammered. He goes, "What are you trying to get? You trying to get up on stage?" They all picked me up, and I unwillingly crowd surfed, and they just kind of threw me over the front barricade. I lost my cushion. I fucking had to sit on my jacket the rest of the day, but it was still fucking pretty cool, you know.
I love it.
It's
just make sure that
terrifying.
The guy in the wheelchair is a willing participant.
I will admit it is fucking terrifying sometimes being held up by a whole bunch of drunk guys.
I don't know if you wear a seatbelt. I don't wear a seatbelt, so I have a fucking tip right over. So.
And every time I see him,
I
see your back like dipping, you know, like dipping in a chair while you're going to lift it. Like,
yeah, I've fallen out once. I fell out during Amon Amarth. That was the first time I fell out. I crowd surfed.
They cover a Possessed song, Amon Amarth.
They do, yes.
Yeah.
Awesome band.
Yes, amazing.
I will admit, though, that Australia is still quite behind when it comes to accessibility for people's in wheelchairs.
Yeah, you gotta get some roadies, man, and security. Yeah.
Yes, very true.
That's what I do. Yeah.
That's where I'm lucky. I've got good mates that will crowd surf me so I can see for a minute.
There's always somebody not right on me, but about 7 steps behind me with the pistol.
So, Leos, I'll be your hodor.
Yeah,
I'll carry you around, buddy.
I got a lot of biker friends out in Australia, so they're going to show up, and it's going to be fun, man. Our ex-biker, I should say. A lot of them are in my club now. So,
nice, mate. This has been rad. I reckon we probably come to the end of our slot, so we should probably say goodbye. Thank you very much for your time. And
thank you.
Easy, Matt. Easy.
Yeah,
looking forward to seeing you in Brisbane, and I'm sure Brian and I will be front row. So
stay blessed, stay blessed. Right on, Tom. Right on, Brian. It was nice chatting with you. Lovely.
No worries, mate. Have a wonderful day, mate.